What is up, you guys? It is your boy Imi all of your screens again, and I am back with another study tips video. So before this video starts, please make sure to like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't, and also turn on the post notification bell so that you are notified next time I drop. If you do not follow my WhatsApp channel, check the description box down below. I know it's been a very long time since I've done a study tips video, but I have a reason. Last month I think I posted that I am going to do a study tips video, but then I was waiting for my credentials. You know, when like people watch study tips videos, they want to make sure that they are listening to someone who they can trust, or someone who is trustworthy or is credible. So I was basically waiting for my credentials, guys. As I was waiting for my credentials. I was waiting for my school to have the annual award ceremony so that I can show you guys, yeah, you're dealing with a proper source, man, a credible source. You get me? This video is basically going to be about last minute study tips to actually secure you a distinction and to save your grades. So before we get any further into this, last time you guys saw me, I was wearing this blazer, right? Okay. So basically at my school, when you're in the top 10, when you have an amazing average and have done well throughout the year, and when you have done well throughout the year, they basically embroider your blazer. So this is the blazer that I have right now. It's a fully embroidered blazer for academics, obviously. And another thing is that I got my certificates, well, amongst others, but I only chose to take the ones that were academics related. Basically, I do have the others, but I'm not going to show them in this video. So we have this too. Guys, the art ceremony was yesterday. No, today's Sunday. It was on Friday. So I still haven't bought frames for this. So this says first in accounting, first in life orientation, first in IsiXhosa home language, first in English file, and first in life sciences. Now while we're still there, I have revision notes for life sciences and first in life sciences. So basically, if you're in grade 11 and you want revision notes for life sciences, hit me up on Instagram. It is at @ika_email, and I'm going to share those with you. And first position, darling, first position. So those are basically my credentials before we get into this video. So let me get my tea, and you should get your notepad and your pen, and you should jot down these study tips to save your exams. I'm going to run through this whole entire video. I'm going to speak as fast as I can because I have to go and study for accounting. I'm writing accounting, and I have to go and practice accounting because I'm writing on Tuesday, so I don't know, it's in 2 days basically. So yeah, the third and the fifth tip are the most important ones on this list. So make sure you stay up until that part of the video. Okay, number one, you have to have a to-do list. Now, the reason why I'm saying have a to-do list instead of a study timetable is because these are last-minute study tips. And basically, we all know that 70% of us do not follow our study routines or our study timetables because basically, you just have a lot of things to do and sometimes you just procrastinate. So what I do is that I have a to-do list. So you will just know that, okay, I'm going to write down everything I need to do. I'm going to try and do as many things as I can. And this way, you will not feel overwhelmed. You will not feel underwhelmed. And you will see the progress that you are basically achieving throughout your study sessions. So basically, using a to-do list will limit your procrastination. 2, it will limit your distractions. And 3, it will basically make you accountable. Because you will see that, okay, if I ticked this off, ticked that off, and I haven't ticked these 2 off, I still need to do them. So that is how a to-do list is much more convenient. So the second tip is to limit your distractions. Guys, you should just limit your distractions as much as you can. Now, when you're going to study, how you're basically going to limit distractions, or how I limit distractions, is that when I go to my study desk, the first thing I'll do is to pray and ask for wisdom and ask for strength to get through that study session without any distractions. When you pray, you ask for wisdom, and your wisdom equates to your discipline, which will make sure that you just stay on that study desk and make sure that you get your work done. So you can do anything that you and your family believe in, but personally, I pray before I study. Now, tip number 3, which is one of the most important tips, is to do past papers, as many past papers as possible. And I've stressed this so much throughout my whole entire academia playlist videos that you need to do past papers. Guys, let me break this down to you. When you do past papers, or when you have a past paper in general, you have the paper that you're going to write. Because there is no way that these people are going to change what they asked. They're just going to change the values or change the diagrams. It's basically going to be the same questions repeatedly. You are going to be tested on what the previous year learners have been tested on. So basically, when you have past papers, you have your ticket. And the reason why we prefer to use past papers instead of textbook questions is because they're very different. The way they ask on a textbook is not the way they ask you on an exam paper. So you have to use and utilize past papers as much as possible. They can literally take a full question from 2017 and copy and paste it, and it's going to be the same question you're going to be writing on that exam. So you make sure you utilize as many past papers as possible. The fourth tip is to ask for help. Guys, ask for help. Right now, teachers are not teaching in class, so it is your time to actually get a one-on-one with your teacher. You have that question that you got wrong on that exam on the past term. Go to your teacher, ask about that question, ask for the memo, and see what you should have done or how you should have dealt with that question. Get along with people who are smart or people who know how to do their work, and then ask for teachers to come and tutor you guys. Right now, teachers, and most of them are just not busy. They're just there to invigilate other learners when they're writing. So you can ask them, at what time are they going to be free? And then you ask them to come and revise with you guys a certain topic. So that is how you should be basically asking for help. And you should practice. And when you get stuck, go to someone whom you think might know how to answer that question and ask them to explain it thoroughly to you. As much as you can ask your teachers for help with questions you don't understand. I can tell you, I literally went to a teacher and asked for help on a certain question, and she literally gave me 7 past papers with their memos to actually practice for that exam. So when you go and ask your teachers for help, they actually take you seriously and they try to help you as much as they can. Yeah, that's basically it with asking for help. Now moving on to the 5th tip, which is to attend as many extra classes or as many tutoring lessons as you possibly can. As I've said, it is your responsibility to ask your teachers to come and revise with you guys certain topics that you feel like you have a difficult time understanding or interpreting. So you need to ask those teachers to come and teach you guys those topics. And if you hear people from another class, because at this time there are teachers who actually call their learners to come and revise a certain topic. So if you hear learners from another class saying that their teacher has asked them to come to school and revise Euclidean geometry, you should actually ask them to go with you. You should tag along and go to that class. You don't need to be in your class with your teacher. You should utilize as many resources as you can, and in this instance that would be a resource you need to utilize. So you should go to those tutoring lessons or to those extra classes so that you get to understand that topic even more thoroughly so that you can ace that exam. Now moving on to the things that you should avoid. Guys, number 1, you should avoid listening to headphones when practicing or listening to earphones. Now let me break this down to you. There's a difference between studying and practicing. When you're studying, you're going through the content, you're reviewing the work, and then when you're practicing, you're using past papers, you're using activities, you're just practicing the work. Now, it is fine for you to listen to headphones when studying that content, but when you're practicing the content, I do not advise you to listen to headphones or to listen to music, because when you're practicing a past paper, it's going to be the same when you're in that exam room and writing. And when you're in that exam room, you will not have headphones on as you had when you were practicing that past paper. So it then changes your mindset and it gets you to panic, like most people panic on that exam room, because you don't have the gum that you were chewing when you were practicing. You don't have the earphones that you were listening to when you were practicing. So you should stop listening to headphones when practicing, but you can listen to them when studying. But when you're practicing, you should basically make your atmosphere look as if you're in an exam room, and this will help you to get more comfortable when you're writing your exam and to actually ace that exam. Yeah, I think we've reached the end of this video. Just to sum it all up, guys, you should know how to actually prioritize. Make sure that if it means you don't zula around with your friends, if it means you don't hang around with your friends more often, if it means you have to learn how to switch off your phone or delete social media, whatever measures you have to take, you just have to take them. These are final exams and you have to know how to ace them. And if you're in grade 11, if you're in grade 12, you just know how important these exams are. So with that being said, we've reached the end of this video. Please do make sure you've hit the like button and you've subscribed, and make sure to share this video to your friends, to your family, to your cousin, to anyone who you think needs to hear these tips. Make sure you share this video and you turn on the post notification bell so that you're notified next time I drop a video. And again, just a reminder, if you want revision notes for life sciences, do make sure to go follow me on Instagram and then proceed to DM me so that I can send you the revision notes that I've done. The next video will probably be me explaining to you how I do my revision notes, or it is going to be me, it's basically going to be me showing you guys how I do my revision notes for examinations, because it's not convenient to use your notebook. It's just not convenient. And then another video you should look forward to is me explaining how I maintained an average of above 80 for the whole year, and I'm going to be basically revealing my marks and my report card marks to you guys from term 1 up until so we've reached the end of this video. If you've reached this part of the video, please do comment down below green hearts, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.